Kim Kardashian has always been an open book when it comes to her life, but if you think you know everything about her, think again. Recently, Kim Kardashian stopped by Alec Baldwin's new talk show to talk about, well, all things her. On the show, Kim opened up about many things in her life, like how the crazy Paris robbery that left her feeling afraid for a very long time changed her life, the first time she walked in on Caitlyn dressed as a woman, and why she believes Kanye's support for Trump played a big part in Alice Marie Johnson's release. Now, I know these are all some very big topics, but we're gonna go through all of them together, so just bear with me here. On the subject matter of her Paris robbery, Kim told Alec that she's actually grateful for the experience because it totally changed herself and her outlook on life for the better. Right after the incident, Kim revealed that she wasn't necessarily depressed, but she lacked the motivation to, quote, get up and work like I used to. Kim went on to admit that she felt somewhat responsible for the robbery. She said, quote, I'm totally a realist, so I know you post on social media your locations, your jewelry, your bags, what you're doing, where you're going, your cars, and your stuff. I would always talk about my stuff. There was a lot of me that measured who I was by how much I had. I thought, oh, I'm worth so much, so that changed in me, and that needed to change in me, so I'm grateful for the experience. Since we're on the topic of past experiences, Kim also recalled the moment she walked in on Caitlyn dressed up as a woman while Kris was out of town, and much like the Paris robbery, this was one of the moments in Kim's life that shook her to her core. Kim revealed after seeing Caitlyn all dressed up, she immediately ran into her mom's house, quickly packed a bag, and spent that weekend at Kourtney's. After that weekend, Caitlyn asked Kim to not mention the incident to anyone, and Kim respected her wishes, saying, quote, I thought, okay, if I tell her, I'm going to break up their marriage and my little sisters aren't going to have their dad around, so I better keep my mouth shut. I didn't say a word. During the interview, Kim also opened up about working on Alice Marie Johnson's case and believes the outcome of Alice's situation would have been completely different had it not been for Kanye. Kim said, quote, I do believe she would still be in prison. We've spoken about this a few times. Alice always says if it wasn't for Kanye speaking up in support of Trump, then she would still be in jail. Speaking of Kanye, unless you've been living under a rock this entire time, we all know that Ye is not necessarily everyone's favorite person at the moment, especially since he's so outspoken about his support for Donald Trump. So naturally, since Kim was chatting with the man who pretty much makes fun of Donald Trump on the regular on SNL, they talked about Kanye's views and how Kim deals with it all. Kim said, quote, I let him, Kanye, be who he wants to be. I let him have his own views and opinions, even if they're different than mine. I grew up in a household where we would always talk about it and be open about it, and it was really okay to have different views. For me, I think it's just about having an open mind. But at the end of the day, no matter how much Kim and Kanye disagree on a social issue, Kim said she'll continue to use her huge platform to speak out on issues that she's passionate about. Alright, I know that was a doozy, but what do you guys think of Kim's interview? Were you surprised to find out that Kim is actually grateful for the robbery experience? And what are your thoughts on how Kim and Kanye deal with their different views? Let me know in the comment section below. Then click over to the right to watch another new video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channels. Thanks for hanging with me. I'm your host, Drew Dorsey, and I'll see you next time.